Hey, Eastview family, happy Thursday. Josh Jacobs here. Just kidding. Jason Sniff here, filling in for the one and only Josh Jacobs. He recently got married, and so Josh, congratulations on that. He'll be back real soon. Anyway, you get me today, for better, for worse, whatever it may be. Anyway, we're in John 9. The man born blind being healed miraculously by Jesus. I really encourage you to go back to Sunday's sermon and listen to Matt Reagan preaching again. Gosh, there are so many inspiring stories, and really just a reminder that we, in any moment, have the ability to give a testimony to what Jesus has done and is doing, and you just never know. You just never know how it's going to play itself out. We just need to be willing and available. Anyway, I encourage you to check that out. We'll post that down below here in the link. And anyway, John 9, man born blind. If you've read through this, first of all, if you haven't, I encourage you to read through it. All in one setting. It's just a miraculous scene playing itself out. This man who's been healed is going toe to toe with the Pharisees. He's using their own arguments that they used earlier in the chapter against him to dispute Jesus's authority, to dispute this miraculous healing, and to dispute even this person, this blind man who's now healed. He's using all of those arguments against them and just literally throwing it back in their face. And it is wonderful because it leaves no doubt. There's no shadow about whether Jesus has authority in this moment or not. And anyway, verse 32 is what I want to focus on. He says it this way: since the world began, was it not heard that any man opened the eyes of one that was born blind? He's literally saying, when has this ever happened before? He's like, literally, guys, open your eyes. He didn't use those words, but this is my paraphrase. Open your eyes to see the truth, right? This is a true miracle. It's an extraordinary miracle. Never before in our history has this happened. And if you read the context there, they've claimed that they follow Moses because of the works that Moses did. But Moses never healed a man born blind. So this goes above that. They say it this way. I've heard a commentary, a writer who commentated on this that says that Moses brought about miraculous plagues, but Jesus has brought about miraculous cures. And that's what this man is saying. He's like, look, you proclaim faith in Moses. Moses could never do anything like this, but Jesus is different. He's done this, and you got to be able to see this. When has this ever happened before? For you and I, there's something for us here. I hope you catch it, which is this, is like Jesus has done miraculous things in our life. And are we able to really, truly see what's gone on? You know, going back to Sunday again, that testimony from Brandy, so powerful for me. I encourage you to check it out as well. But her story is that way too. And what I loved about it was this, is like, my story's not finished. And your story, our stories are not finished. But God has done a work for her. And she gives testimony to that. And the powerfulness of that testimony is like, look, I may not fully be healed, but I know that Jesus is who he says he is because he provided a miraculous healing for me. I can now see things that I could not see before. And that's our story. And so whether there's something significant here about this is a sign that's never been done before in the Jewish history, or whether it is something that might happen multiple times, the point is that Jesus is the one and the author of this miracle. We can give testimony to that today. And so my encouragement is for you to do that. Whatever you know to be true, to share that with somebody else. Guys, thanks so much for listening to me. Happy Thursday.